I am Major James Wedgetail Byrne, aviator of the invasion frontlines and operator of the Fighting Thunderbolt. I am here in Japan participating in an air exercise to test out the newfound weapons, such as the helmet-mounted display on this bird. During the invasion, when Japan came under fire, and with the United States losing diplomatic ground, they turned to the Russian Federation. They bought second-hand MiG-29 Fulcrums and Sukhoi Su-33 Flanker Ds and incorporated their own technologies into this multi-billion-dollar deal. Tonight, we're going to see how they hold up.
Attention all forces, this is Command. We are commencing the exercise. Clear to proceed. This is Wearway 2, contacting Raiden Squadron. Roger that, Wearway 2. Good to be flying with you again.
I have Hotaru on radar. We are proceeding with the escort.
Raiden to Hotaru, proceed on target. We'll keep the fighters off you. Roger that.
They come. Tally radar contacts. MiG-29s inbound.
MiG-29s, roger. You're clear to engage. Attack! Let's see what the next generation of fighters is capable of. They're coming in full throttle. Here they come, Hayabusa Squadron. This time they mean business.
Wearway 2, I am on station to provide surveillance. I have a MiG-29.
What's the strike package? That we have to engage. Flight has hit its targets, and Raiden and Wearway have cleared the airspace. Excellent performance. Keep it up next time, too. Just what you'd expect from the veterans of the invasion. I hear you, Raiden 1. Good work. We must get moving back to base. I hear North Korea is in a bit of trouble right now.
This is Fort Air Control to Farsight 1 and Firebird 1. The creature has passed the 38th parallel and is advancing on Seoul. Command has cleared you to intercept and engage.
Farsight 1, target acquired. Firing! Target hit. It's getting back up.
Farsight the Firebird, attack from an optimal angle and use your laser.
Raiden, roger. Moving to attack. Target acquired. Firing, laser away. Direct hit, direct hit. Target has taken fire. Farsight the Skykeeper. I confirm the creature is destroyed.
Roger that.
The monster known as Julhanai originated as a genetic experiment for a potential North Korean bioweapon. It had escaped captivity and was disturbed from its hibernation by weapon testing. Irritated by the increased temperatures, Julhanai attacked multiple power stations and airfields before returning to its home in a neighboring canyon. Yesterday, Julhanai brought on more mass destruction of North Korea. At 10 a.m. local time, Julhanai approached Seoul, and an airstrike was conducted by the ISAF Air Force. The reason behind it was to secure residences in South Korea. The total damage that Julhane has brought has yet to be fully determined.
Well, that was an unusual event today.
I have the weirdest flight career, you know?
That monster must have been created by the North.
Is there no line they won't cross?
Well, it's dead now, but it must be causing chaos in the North. Of course, the North did have a contaminated weapons event in the invasion.
After all these years, this could be the tipping point, right?
Perhaps, but only assuming there is actually a rebel faction in the shadows.
Hiya, fellas. Wedgetail, my old amigo.
How are things on your end?
The exercise went brilliantly. The Japanese forces are ready to go, but some are still a little cautious about entering Korean territory.
For once at least, they will be welcome in this airspace.
The Korean aerial fleet will be there too. The age of airships is making a comeback. Really? I thought the invasion doomed them all. Let's just hope they don't get turned against us this time. These ones are also unmanned. Then again, the United States is building one. In Japan, we have the new MiG and Sukhoi units here as well.
Ah, yes. They did indeed turn to Russia during the last days of the invasion. Not sure how to react to that.
And now the balance of power is shifting. The United States is becoming less influential in the region. But it'll be exciting to fly with you guys once again.
Likewise.
Shnemovic, Makoto's been telling me about how you got locked up in a North Korean prison. How was that for you?
Yes, they did put me in one of their prisons for a while. They tried to beat some information out of me, but they were not successful. I did manage to coordinate an escape.
So how did you get out?
In one of their PO-2 biplanes.
Oh man, that easy, eh?
It was easy.
Spitfire, what's it like being in Lieutenant Campbell's seat? That's where he commanded a majority of the Weapons Development Division before he double-crossed us.
Well, you know what they say. One story ends, another begins.
Ganbatte, gentlemen. Di andare.
Skykeeper to all forces. Exercise Team Spirit has commenced.
So, what's the haps, gentlemen? Good evening, good sirs. So, Commander, you said that Lancelot is ready, right? Yes, I did. As is its new launch platform, the new B-1 variant, the XB-1I. A new bomber, huh? Was this in the defense plan? Oh, I do believe it was. And if it wasn't, it really should have been. Did I hear correctly that the flying battleship is almost complete? Yes, its third and final test flight will take place tomorrow in North Dakota.
Seems the age of airships has made a return. Even after that disaster in New York last year.
The latest in a series of Shenandoah-class battleships. Yes, the USS Constellation. It's a fitting name.
Even an advisor like me isn't sure if this is the right move for national defense.
With the exception of a few runaway monsters, we've pretty much recovered after last year's disaster. But it seems Congress is weaker now, as is the United States in general. Ain't that the truth? We are not under the best leadership right now. What about the Fighting Thunderbolts? We still have Aquila's Azuma, and my Spirited Dragon, and Grey Wolf's Spirited Dragon. They will still be around, but they're being moved into one squadron. It's a special tactical fighter squadron, Star Eagle. Upgrading from Star Raven, are we? Oh, I think so. Anyway, I was hoping that we could talk more about the subject of former Strelkin technology, and the people who came with it. Oh, of course, if it weren't for that war, the United States Air Force, and the states in general, would be very different. So I still remember flying in those fateful skies of Papua New Guinea. Strelkin tech, you say? Well, it has helped us gain a better understanding of the current situation after the invasion.
There are still 9 ex-Strelkin people on board.
Their call signs are Tiger, the flight instructor; Indigo, a scientist in the Space Force; Duck, a master designer of the UAV programs; Eric Kalma, another flight instructor; Hartwig Brewer, an ECM officer; Lily, another flight instructor; and Finus, and some random dude. And me, Peter Crow, ex-alien, now American to the core.
And me, Andrew Barley, formerly Platinum Squadron.
Of course, the Special Air Force Advisor. So anyway, gentlemen, I still believe we need to keep a closer eye on the situation on the Korean Peninsula. Yes, you have been pestering Congress about it. They've been talking about it too, you know. They have interests as well.
My commander, it's clear that Washington has agreed that a new policy is really an excellent plan, but in view of some of the doubts being expressed, may I propose that I recall that after careful consideration, the considered view of Washington was that, while they considered that the proposal met with broad approval in principle, that some of the principles were sufficiently fundamental in principle, and some of the considerations so complex and finely balanced in practice that in principle it was proposed that the sensible and prudent practice would be to submit the proposal for more detailed consideration, laying stress on the essential continuity of the new proposal with the existing principles, the principle of the principal arguments which the proposal proposes and propounds for their approval. In principle. The best way to contain North Korea is to provide an ambassador to South Korea when the bombs start flying. Hopefully this new Lancelot system will be our best bet at stopping the missiles before they reach their targets. Oh boy. Which reminds me, that Team Spirit exercise is supposed to be right now.
Having the United States, Japan, Korea, and ISAF all participate in one exercise. That's surely going to draw attention. Not much of a welcome, I assume.
From what I understand, it should be going according to... What? Oh my word.
What's happening?
Turn on the TV. Something massive is happening. Well then, looks like history's about to be written.
Blue Flight, where are you going? Blue Flight! What's going on? The Korean planes are departing the exercise area. The aerial fleet is diverting course too. AWACS, this is Farsight 1. What is going on?
There has been an uprising in the north. I repeat, an uprising in the north. Command has ordered Fort Grey to assist in the strike operation.
Strike operation? We're in the middle of an air exercise.
The exercise has been aborted.
What is the meaning of this?
I tire of these games.
The uprising began in the middle of the exercise? That's no coincidence. What do we do, Farsight 1?
All forces stand by. We're issuing an in-flight briefing.
A North Korean resistance faction, backed by Korean and ISAF special forces, has commenced a revolution in the north. They've already seized control of multiple areas and facilities, and Pyongyang is now in a state of emergency. Dozens of armored divisions are known to have joined the resistance. The regime government is on the verge of total collapse. Already citizens of North Korea are welcoming a new government, but various sections of the Korean People's Army are refusing to stand down. The Korean aerial fleet is preparing an assault on the main KPA strongholds to assist the resistance and topple the regime. All squadrons, you now have your assigned targets. Proceed to the waypoints and await further instructions.
Don't dawdle. You'll miss all the action.
Magician flight approaching battle position. Let's go.
The aerial fleet is now entering hostile airspace. The operation has commenced.
This is Farsight 1. Coordinates received. Proceeding to attack point.
All refueling craft, climb and evacuate.
Here we come, Pyongyang. Today is the day. Damn, look at those monsters. Definitely an upgrade from the super fortresses in the lost one.
Enemy sighted.
Tally, enemy fighters.
Bandits approaching. All squadrons clear to engage. Let's dance.
Alright, no turning back now. 5 at 1, engaging.
Engaging the enemy.
This is JU Control to Skykeeper. All drones have been deployed and are online. They are proceeding to battle position.
Roger that. Good hunting.
Step on it. The fleet is heading this way.
The aerial fleet is now engaged. Elsa. Fox 2. Asunder. You'll be on.
We have incoming.
This is Magician Flight. We are engaging the North Korean reinforcements. Let's get them, Trigger. Fox 3. Fox 3. Sai. The ODSO. Late.
The aerial fleet is taking fire. We just lost one of our airships.
The airships are over the targets. Commence bombing of enemy command.
We've got this. They can't recover.
Just like the UN offensive of 1950 all over again. This guy must be North Korea's top ace. Breaking! He's on my tail! Oh no! Another one of our airships has been shot down.
Is man insane? Why are they pulling out?
Sir, Anna, Raketa, Ogoi.
This is Farsight 1. Objective target destroyed. Objective destroyed. Incoming Shiso.
Adio.
Target destroyed. Firebird 1, do you copy?
I'm here,
Side 1, what's happening now?
Mission complete. RTB everyone. Repeat, return to base everyone.
This is Wedgetail to Skykeeper. I do not have enough fuel to get back to Japan.
Copy, Wedgetail.
Wedgetail, form up with Firebird 1. You'll have to come with us to Fort Gray. Yes, sir. On my way now.
Good to see you again, Jim. Likewise, Van. Wish it were under different circumstances, though. Of course. Nothing was according to plan. This was supposed to be an air exercise. This is unbelievable what's just happened. But what surprises me is that we were the aggressors in the situation. We interfered in North Korea's political discord. Nobody told me that there was a major operation going on. Nobody told me that North Korea had a resistance problem. It was well too coordinated to be improvised, even with our advanced, up-to-date target lists. I suspect something else is happening. Are you saying our command engineered it? It's probable. Much of the North Korean regime is dead or exiled. That is with the exception of some who appeared to know about the resistance and were secretly supporting it. So, most of it seems to be a North Korean internal affair. Insiders, eh? Well, can't say I'll miss them. Yeah, neither can I. But if the regime fell, surely there must be a power vacuum, right? Either the superpowers are going to fill it, or it'll give rise to anarchy. Wait a minute. You've got to be joking. This cannot be. What's happened? Do we need to defend Seoul? Is there a counterattack? There is no more North Korea. It's no longer a nation. No more North, eh? Well, drinks are on me then. Actually, there's no South Korea either. Some Korean politicians are in Pyongyang to celebrate that. No South Korea? What do you mean? It's still here. We're still here. The Republic of... Oh no. My fellow pilots, this place is the United Republic of Korea. Dio mio. United Republic. Reunification has been achieved. It is a new chapter in this region's history. Now there's one Korea in the world? What does this mean for us? What does it mean for the world? And it seems in the next few days, we're about to find out.